Okay, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to hook up your scan tool, and then you're going to look at the data. Okay, and you're going to see if the data reads agree, right? If you've got a P2138, it should read disagree. Okay, and if you look at the voltages, both of them should be at 0. Now, if it's not at 0, then you've got a failure, and then you need to follow these next steps. Okay, Chevy Silverado, GMC Sierra, Chevy Suburban, P2138 correlation code. The first thing you want to do is go down to your accelerator wires here, and you want to pull and tug on these. This is when you have your scan tool hooked up and you watch the data and see if the data changes. Then you want to come up here into the dashboard. Inside the dashboard, right there, okay, connector 205. You want to pull and tug on this while monitoring the scan tool and see if the data changes. Okay, then you want to come out here and you want to go to connector 109 and do the same thing with the accelerator wires. Then you want to come out here to connector the J-1 connector at the E38 ECM, and you're going to pull and tug on these wires here. Okay, so you're going to wiggle and shake these wires and see if the data changes. Typically when the problem's happening, you're going to find that the data on the scan tool is going to be off on one of the sensors. So you'll look at it and it'll be off. Now in this video I'm going to show you an example where it was reading off, and then I went out and wiggled the J1 connector and it fixed the problem. Okay, can you video that for a second?
Of course.
Okay, and then I'm gonna put in park 4, 7. Okay, so it's 7. Let me go under the hood. Okay, so let's just say you go into your tax system and you monitor it, and it reads 0 and it reads 0, and maybe it reads agree at the moment. Okay, so that means that you don't have a problem right now on the ground circuit. And if you do your wiggle and shake and it still reads agree and everything's good, okay, then you may not have a ground problem. So then you might need to look for a 5-volt problem or a signal problem. Well, to do that, you're going to take a bar and you're going to peg down the accelerator. Okay, it's going to read 100% here, but these read 99 there. So APP1, APP2, they won't go to 100. So don't think that's abnormal. It's just the way that it works on those two. Okay, they only go to 99. So APP1, APP2 at 99, you're going to go and you're going to start shaking your wires under the dash, shaking all your wires at the J1 while walking with your scan tool to the wires, and you're going to see if these values change. If these values change, they go down in voltage while you're doing it, it means that you have a problem on either the 5-volt reference circuit or on the signal circuit. Okay, this is a 2010 Chevy Silverado ECM. It's the same from 07 to 2013. It's an E38. You can identify the E38 by the little number here that says E38. Now, this connector on the top here, that's the J1, and then the one right there, that's the J2. So this is your J1 connector. So you unlock this little lock, you push this button, you pull this tab back to pull it off. Now there's 2 little clips here, one there and one there. We want to release those 2 little clips. Okay, for what I'm doing right now, I'm releasing these 2 little clips. Okay, and I'm going to remove this top cover here. Okay, so I removed the top cover. Okay, so now that we have this cover off, I'm going to do a quick pin out for you. Okay, so if you look at this connector, you'll notice that the wires all have pins. Now, this orange wire here is pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way up to 16. Okay, so that's number 16. Now, on the other side, the second row, you'll see that that's pin 17, 18, Here's pin 19. This is your run crank wire. Okay, that's your run crank wire. That comes off the run crank relay. Here's a battery positive, a red wire. Okay, so that's 19, 20, all the way up. When you get over here, you've got all the way over here, you got pin 32, pin 31, pin 30, pin 29. You see that the wire is missing here. Okay, so pin 32 should be your accelerator 2, and pin 29 should be your accelerator 1. The accelerator 1 wire just happens to be missing in this connector.